and welcome back to another video.
This is the finals now of
Round
the X4.
4.
Yeah, round 4 finals.
Yes, sir.
We have our troll player is back in the
again.
finals.
Or semi-troll player, as we could say. Disco. That's a little inside joke there.
Just pause for a minute while I have a heart attack. And then versus our Peter on like a Rukh Egg sacrifice deck.
Yeah.
So we've already seen this list in one of the earlier videos, so just congratulations for making it to the finals. But also thank you kindly for putting dice on the cards, so we know where the points are.
But you should give him grief because he has the dice on the art.
Well, you know, there's going to be one exception. It's going to be when he's being polite like this. So
yeah. So,
but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So I mean, we've seen this deck already. I like it. I love it. I mean, it's doing a lot, and it's got a lot of cards I love just playing.
Yeah, I think we had said something though. What did we say last time? Like there should be.
Well, because it was supposed to be like a troll burn, but because the disco, it's like a disco troll, but the disc is on the side.
But
so,
I thought even you had said like you would have liked to see one less of something for one more of something.
Oh, possibly.
Maybe it was a fireball, another fireball or something, or earthquake. I think it's okay to play disc in the side, but like I think earthquake belongs in the deck, especially with the. Now, of course, you've got like the orders, so fine, but. Man, when you earthquake with a troll, you want to be a troll burn deck, put the earthquakes in there because like they serve the same purpose ish for the discs.
Yeah.
Where they wipe the whole board and they leave you with your troll, and it puts the damage in their face too. So with the 8 bolts, disintegrate, fireball, and the trolls, like, I'd play at least a singleton earthquake.
Yeah. But maybe they felt comfortable enough just with having like 10 burn spells on the main.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair.
I would have, maybe the Wheel of Fortune or something. Yeah. I think that was...
especially if you're going to play the random Underworld Dreams, which I do consider to be...
I probably would have taken out the 2 factories and probably put the Wheel of Fortune because you're just like, draw 7 spells. Excellent for drawing cards, obviously, but also working really well with the Underworld Dreams.
Well, I guess he went with the Jamed Eye Tome route instead of...
I guess.
It's not quite the same.
Not quite the same. So here we have Peter's Rukh-Sac.
Yeah.
So kind of the
well, so it's like, I guess Rukh Egg is the namesake card, right? And if you destroy it, you get a 4/4 flying dragon.
Yeah, 4/4 flying dragon, and
or well, it's a Rukh technically. What the fuck? What is a Rukh? Is that a dragon?
Yeah.
Or is it a bird? Is it a bird? Is it even a real thing?
It's a flying bird.
Is it?
It's got wings. It's flying. It's 4/4. It does damage. I guess one of the ways he's like destroying is with the Diamond Valley, or maybe if he just needs to use the Diamond Valley to gain some life in a later game, or maybe he's just playing Disharmony to then steal one of the opponent's creatures, to then sack it to gain life. So just kind of...
No, that's true. Well, it's true. With Disharmony, you don't have to block with their creature to kill it. You can also just sacrifice it to Diamond Valley, which kills it and gains you life. So it's a way to turn your Diamond Valleys into kill spells. It's interesting.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. And it would have been really cool too if you would have put like maybe an animate dead, steal the creature, gain life from it, and then you animate it to bring it back onto your side of the board.
So I'm a little confused as to why this deck does not. Well, again, I guess it's because of the Sinbads and the. But again, like Earthquake would be good for wiping a board and leaving you with a 4/4 after your Rukh Egg dies, right?
Yeah, I feel like 4 Scavenger Folk is a bit much.
Maybe he was just afraid of the artifact thing and he's not playing white. Maybe so he's just like, wow, I'll get them this way.
Yeah, maybe.
You'll crumble for that though. So I don't know. It's okay. It has application. Sinbad, Line of War from the side, Scavenger Folk, and Triskelion on occasion. They have applications with the Pendelhaven.
Yes, that is true.
The Serendib Djinn is unique. You don't see it often, and usually you see it alongside the land Teleria, because it's like it taps for blue, but it doesn't punish you. So Serendib Djinn, for anybody who doesn't know, 4 mana, 5/6, I think, flying.
Yeah, I believe so.
So it's very well statted. It's really, really strong. But every upkeep, you have to sacrifice a land to keep it in play. And if the land you sacrifice is an island, you take 3 damage.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful with that. Which is why they play Teleria, because it taps for blue to cast it, and then when you sacrifice it, it's not an island. So
yeah, so you're kind of like, it's kind of like a little hack there. Yeah. See, playing 3 Sylvans. which is fine.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2, I think, is like
I think
said in the
so, yeah.
last video too. I think if you're not playing like a twitable deck, I think 2 is the right number.
Yeah,
but I mean,
we did see though in the last video that like because he had no win conditions, it was important for him to dig. So like that kind of justifies the. But yeah, considering we even saw that like it might not even stack. Is that Labatt? Oh, I got really distracted. Is that Labatt?
Yes, it's a Labatt 50 in the X points balance. There's the Black Lotus on one side and the Labatt 50 on the other, which is a local brew here from Montreal.
From Montreal.
And yeah.
Know anybody who works there?
Have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Anyways.
So we have.
Is that a mulligan from both sides or just from Peter?
I'm not sure. We're focusing a little bit more on the
Labatt.
The exports drawing. And ooh, Ancestral.
So are you a Island Soul Ring or Island Ancestral kind of guy?
Ooh.
Considering his hand, I think it's Ancestral, right? Because like he's got no mana to cast any of his other cards.
Yeah. If I'm playing a one,
what is he trying to show us? Oh, those are the cards he's putting away.
Okay, so yeah, if you're gonna mulligan 2,
yeah, maybe not.
Lands, Ancestral.
Yeah.
Because you only got 1 land.
Yeah, and the Soul Ring is serving no purpose.
The last thing you need is like if you don't know if let's say your opponent is playing black and he goes like Swamp, Ritual, him.
Oh, he put the.
You know what I mean? Like
He put the sinkhole away. So like he could have punished Peter so hard, but he put the sinkhole away.
I wonder if that will make him lose the game just because he could have punished Peter.
Well, Peter going first definitely helps the situation because now the sinkhole wouldn't have mattered. So maybe because he went second, he put it underneath, knowing it would be a bit too slow.
Yeah, I think now the Ancestral is 4 points, eh?
Yeah. Or also, did he have a second sinkhole in his hand?
I'm not sure. Yeah, sometimes we tend sometimes to miss like certain triggers or plays because like every so often there's like certain comments. Because like we're talking, I don't think people realize that like sometimes when we're commenting, like we're facing each other. And we're not always looking at the screen. So then, we all sometimes will miss a thing or two here and there. So in case why people might wonder why we miss certain triggers or effects.
Okay, yeah, he opted not to strip mine, which is,
interesting.
Fine. I mean, he wants to recall next turn possibly.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so he bottomed the sinkholes in favor of the him. This was a debate a year or two ago. Do you turn 2? Imagine you're on the play. Turn 2, you can sinkhole or him them. Do you go for their their board resources or their hand resources?
I would go for the board because then they're gonna like probably play another land. So when you him, it's just that much better because it's gonna be like spells or
they'll
effects.
have less cards, yeah.
That's my thinking.
In more modern formats like Legacy, whatever, Vintage, well, that's not really seeing play in Vintage, but when him to Torak was like a bigger thing in Legacy, there's so much more powerful stuff that you want to get out of their hand right away, like early.
Yeah.
But in this format, it's probably better to play him later.
Yeah. Okay.
So why strip this turn and not last turn? What was
maybe he needed the mana for the recall.
But
I don't know. Maybe it was just a misstep, or not even a misstep. But maybe he felt
say go too fast.
Yeah, he wanted to pace himself.
I think this also happened in the first video we saw where Peter was playing the deck where he had like Ancestral turn 1 with a regrowth Ancestral or something.
Maybe.
Interesting. It's good though. Powerful as all hell, right?
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see all the dice on the screen.
No. Did he not just play that tropical?
I think so. Maybe not.
I thought he just played the tropical. It's okay. I'll just keep going. It wouldn't be the first time you make our own rules.
What was that? That one video where Martin played a certain card, but didn't. He had the City of Brass in his hand.
Well, even last time we had
Tatiana's song or something.
But even last time he had like.
So
even the last video or 2 videos ago, he played like he tapped the Bird of Paradise to play a Savannah or something.
Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, I just opened the game on another video. He plays the tropical, plays the ancestral, and then plays another land. So we got an extra land drop.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's got the Rukh Egg. He's got the Sinbad.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that wasn't caught because honestly, especially after you drew 6 cards, like to get the extra land and play too.
Yeah, that could be like
Pretty rough.
okay. He's got a hippie on board. It's a shame he couldn't draw the Underworld Dreams a bit sooner with all the ancestral being played twice. Yeah. It's for anyone who's like, for like trigger effects, what I usually do is like if an opponent plays Underworld Dreams, I'll put like a dice on the top of my deck instead of having like the opponent always have to remind me every turn, oh, by the way, take 1 damage. Oh, by the way, take 1 damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll put like, if I know I'm going to take a damage per turn, or if I have like a Serendip Efreet, I know I need to have a trigger ability every upkeep of some sort, I'll put the dice on top of my deck.
Dice on top.
Because when you look, you're like, oh yeah. It kind of like just, because already you're trying to focus on what your opponent's doing, what you're trying to do. So your mind is so fixated on certain things, and sometimes you just miss certain things, and it's important to, you know, play the game as, you know, properly as much as you
Yeah,
can.
for sure.
I mean, it's normal. We're all gonna, you know, make a mistake here and there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it has happened to all of us where we go,
Yeah.
oh, did I play a land this turn? And then your opponent's like, I don't know. And you're like, well, I don't think I did. So you just play
Yeah,
another
and you
one.
try
It's
to,
like, you never really know.
you're all talking each other back. Okay, well, you did this, and you're like, you did that. You're like,
Yeah.
yep. It's just like,
Okay, activating a fan favorite here, Sinbad. And when I say fan favorite, I mean my fan favorite. Like, I'm the fan.
yeah. So does the Sinbad trigger with the Underworld Dreams? Yeah, because you're drawing a card.
Yeah, you'd. Oh, maybe not actually. It might be reveal because they shouldn't read the card. That's not the necessary.
Yeah, you have to read the Oracle text there because sometimes the wording on. Yeah, some of the wording on some of the old school Magic cards, like Word of Command and Illusionary Mask, you're just like trying to read it
Yeah.
like 17 times. You're like, what in God's name are they trying to say?
But no, yeah, it's a draw trigger.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say put it in the graveyard. It says a draw a card and reveal it. If it isn't a land, discard it. So you've
Okay.
legitimately drawn it. So he should have 1 damage on his life.
Yeah, I think he took it there. So he's gonna take the chance.
Okay, that's good.
Ah, one of my favorites.
Triskelion
Yeah.
or Triskelion.
Triskelion. Triskel. All right.
Wow.
Obviously it's Triskelion, but
yeah.
probably like people are like someone's screaming, Triskelion, for God's sakes, get her.
This is a Trike Island, though. I don't know if you're aware of that term. Have you ever heard of Trike Island?
Trike
Is that
Island?
before your time?
What?
Like we dubbed ourselves Trike Island.
I thought it was Trike City.
Oh shit! Yeah, Trike City. My bad.
See,
No,
even
yeah. No, the Trike Island is my own problem because I one time I drew on a thing a Triskelion with a volcanic island in the back, and I wrote "Welcome to Trike Island." So because I got in my own head there.
Go stand in the corner.
I got my. Can I go sit in the corner? I'm really tired. Working too hard.
Yeah, commenting on old school Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. So okay, we got we have 1/4/4 Rukh in play. By the way, I checked a Rukh is just a large bird, so it's not a dragon.
Order of the Ebon Hands. Protection from white, +1/+0 until end of turn.
You prefer the Ron Spencer art or the Christopher Rush?
Ooh.
That was a trick question. It's with Ron Spencer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, obviously. So now triggering the Underworld Dreams. Okay, so he did put the dice on the top of his deck.
Oh, there's our Jin, our Serendib de Jin. He's got a lot of islands in play. He's looking at a lot of self bolts here, but it's okay. I mean, even then, it's actually not okay because that. Well, I mean, the hippie takes one block, and then after it's 5/5/5. Oh.
Yeah, but he's got to sacrifice an island every.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I honestly don't understand the application of Sinbad in this deck. I don't see like what extra value it's providing.
He's probably just wanting to filter his deck a lot quickly. With the Sylvans and the Sinbads, he figuring.
Well, yeah, like once you have the if you can have the Sylvan, sure, Sinbad becomes even better. But like, I don't think playing Sylvan automatically justifies Sinbad. Like, there has to be something. Like, no. Sinbad in Reanimator is like, you either get the card or you get the card because in your graveyard it's still in your hand in a sense since you're going to bring it back, right? So there's like true application for Sinbad in the Reanimator deck.
But probably his thinking, like, it was okay. Well, if I have Sylvan and Sinbad together, I could filter my deck.
Yeah.
Put the land on top,
right.
Then use the Sinbad to then just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Are we at a standstill here?
Looks like there's not really much going on. I mean, I think as Peter, you just want to attack. Do you really care at this point? You're just like, you have this 4/4 flyer.
I do wonder why he didn't play the Jin unless he was just afraid of self-bolting him. He's at 11, so...
Yeah, maybe he's like, oh, I'm a little low in life.
But like, Jin plus the Rukh Egg is like... The first turn it's 4 damage because the hippie will block, let's say. Let's just pretend. Because at some point the block is coming, so whether it's later on or at the beginning, it's coming. So, the 9 damage becomes 4, and then after it's 9, so that's 9, 18, 22, right? Like,
yeah.
You'll kill him before he kills you, I think. Is that a Triskelion?
Yeah, he's got Triskelion, so I mean...
I feel like, well, by God, yeah, right? You go pop, pop.
Yeah.
The hippie plus the Ebon Hand.
Yeah.
Just smoke them both out.
Well, Peter's board state right now looking a little bit more powerful than Peo. Peo?
Trollburn guy.
A guy.
Swing for 2, block with the egg, precarious position, because he can't, if you want to pump to kill the blocker, but if you do, he gets a 4/4, so, and it flies, so not necessarily a good thing at all. Okay, so he just undid that turn. Which is fine.
Okay, so he's swinging again.
Mother Smash. Which, like we were saying, right? He has to do. He got to put the pressure on. And I guess you don't have to worry about pinging the hippie if he wants to block it. He'll die that way.
It will die eventually. I mean, he's got the Triskelion to take care of the hippie.
I'm saying if he doesn't want to ping the hippie and he just wants to attack and let him block, it's like that block will still deal with the hippie. So.
Well, now Peter's got a little bit of pressure because the second Underworld Dreams has now been played. So now he's got a 5-turn clock. Either way, he's still winning the race, but now he's got 2 factories, and yeah. Now there's a lot of math going into this board state. Like, what's your, if you're paid like,
that's pretty good. That's a good draw.
Is it Chaos Orb in his hand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just Chaos Orb your own Rukh Egg, another 4/4 flyer at your opponent's end step, and you have 2 4/4s.
I feel like there's some tricks that could be done here to get like full damage.
Well, you should have.
What just happened?
No.
Oh, okay. They're just
it's like in response if you.
No, that's like bad sequencing. You can't just like wait to see if the guy blocks, and then if he decides to block, oh no, wait, I wanted to kill it. Like fuck, like we can't do that. Like you took the gamble that he may not block, and then when he blocked, you undo it. Like it's a bit much. I wouldn't, Like I'll allow a lot of undos
But I don't think I would allow that. Like you waited for a combat decision to then undo. Seems rough. But again, it's a very casual. Of course, we're not trying to get into pro tours here. We're just playing Magic because we love Magic. But we're commentating, so let's.
Yeah, we have to be fair.
We're gonna make the comments.
I mean, it's casual.
Because like, I mean, if if it was gonna ping anyways, you could ping the hippie, ping the. Nah, it doesn't change.
The order
doesn't change anything.
No, the order doesn't change anything.
He still has the factories to block.
So being Peter's place would be like, okay, combat phase or whatever, main phase, ping your hippie, bang, out. All right, combat phase, swinging for 4. Because the clock now is limited.
Yeah. Does this hippie eat a Chaos Orb? Now just to get that 4 damage in now.
He's countering it, so that answers that question.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not a horrible play, but I don't know what you're afraid of necessarily. Unless it's like, okay, well, hold on. Now he should orb his egg and attack for lethal, right?
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, orb the egg, attack for lethal.
Maybe he figures, because now let's say the opponent has a bolt in hand. You're at 5. You take 2 on your upkeep, and then you're down to 3, and then the opponent bolts you.
No, did he have his own bolt?
Yeah, okay,
so he didn't need to do. Well, no, but did he just draw that off the top? I think so. Because it's his only card, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's okay. A win is a win. There's no shortage of us making suggestions that the players don't listen to and then win anyways. So, well, that's Magic. There's so many insane plays. So that's a quote from Stephen Menendian I'll never forget. Like the concept of so many insane plays, just meaning like, you look at your hand and you can go in 15 different directions and they can all lead to victory. Just pick the best one, kind of find the best one.
I always try to find the most logical one. Sometimes it's hard to. It's always hard. It's depending on how many cards you have in your hand, what's on the board. Especially when there's a lot of variables.
You have enough brain cells for logic, so that's good.
Hey,
that's really. I don't need brain cells when I got these fists, boy.
The pimp hand is strong with this one.
Yeah, you ever seen the Boondocks? The Boondocks? The TV show, The Boondocks?
I didn't realize you have a good dentist.
Yeah.
You might be missing a couple of these, buddy.
Have you ever seen the Boondocks? The TV show, The Boondocks?
Oh, many moons ago.
There's the character, right? A pimp named Slickback, and like his name is a pimp named Slickback. And like one episode, I was like, "Do I really have to say a pimp name part?" Yes, Tom. Every time, Tom. That's my name.
Yes.
Mr. Slickback. No, Tom. My name is a pimp named Slickback. I mean, you really reminded me of that whole character with the pimp hand.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What just happened? What's going on? Did Peter not just win? Did Peter not win that last game? Why is he going first?
Interesting. That is interesting. Maybe Peter decided to let him go first? For whatever reason? I don't know. That's a very interesting...
Yeah, what? I don't understand.
Unless Peter said, you go first. I don't know. I don't know.
You mean Palo said that?
Oh yeah, Palo. Sorry, Palo said, okay, you go first, maybe. Interesting.
Like, the only deck that I can think that has an advantage going second is the deck. Like, you just draw more cards. Like, you just have more cards, right? You draw a card.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting.
That's not a statement to say that the deck should always go second. It's just to say that there's an advantage to the deck going second. It makes more sense if the deck chooses to go second than Troll Burn.
I'm wondering what... They could have maybe just honestly forgot.
Did he keep a no-lander that was just so good that if you drew a land? But no, because then he didn't do anything for Chain Lightning. So please explain, Peo, why you let Peter go first, if ever you watch this video.
Yeah. If you ever watch this video, leave a comment. Or maybe it was just...
Or just tag us in the Facebook chat, because I'm very curious. Like, I just can't imagine why you'd ever want to go first. Like, there's a lot of people in the Disney card game who like, didn't play card games prior, and this was their first card game. So we're playing at an event or a tournament, and like they went first game one, ended up winning, and then on game two they're like, okay, well I went first the first game, so now you go first. And I'm like, no, like you really don't want to like give up. Oh wait, no, sorry, the other way. I win the game, so they're supposed to go first, but they say, oh, I went first game one, so you can go first. It's like, no, like you really want to go first. You should really go. So I have to like explain, like, you're really going first is a big deal. Like you know.
Yeah, especially in any card game, I would think. Although in card games, I don't really have much experience outside of Magic the Gathering.
Magic, okay.
So I can't speak on like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff, but I can imagine that being able to play first is like huge advantage.
Oh well, don't worry, we don't need to speak about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Boy, that's another can of worms I don't think I want to open on this channel.
Yeah, him to Torak getting countered makes sense. You lose one card instead of two, and you get to pick it. So definitely you want to counter that card. That's a good counter spell. Oh, we're having a little bit of a life discrepancy issue.
Oh yeah, for the City of Brass.
It's the battle of the hairy arms. I can relate.
Hey. As an Italian, I get a little offended, a little sensitive.
I mean, as an Italian, I'm proud of my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you can find, if you know, whatever your sexual orientation is, as long as you can find a partner who's okay with the hair, you're all good. It's all good. I got angel wings on my back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, like hair angel. You know, like
Yeah, I know.
There's like a patch of hair on both sides.
I don't think people come to this channel to hear you talk about your back hair.
Well, wait till I get to my chest. All right, anyway. Back to the game. Ancestral, that's again nice. Two Ancestrals in the same game.
Just huge advantage, just drawing six extra cards.
Though I will say, though, this is the format of old school where drawing three cards can just be bad cards. Like, you could just draw three bad cards. So what, tell me.
If he draws a recalls for two.
Oh, get the regrowth and the Ancestral.
Regrowth and the Ancestral, plays the Ancestral, then regrowths the Ancestral again. And draws like 12 cards off that one card.
It was certainly a bit of a salty response, but I also don't blame them. A while ago in Vintage, when Young Pyromancer was still a thing, before Monastery Mentor was printed, I played a game with somebody where I had like a Pyro in play, and then in the following turn was like Mox Ancestral, regrowth the Ancestral, and the guy just conceded. He was like, I'm not dealing with 2 Ancestrals and 4 tokens, like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So like it was enough to make that guy concede. But now Young Pyromancer is a card that if it existed in old school, I think everyone would play with it. So it's not really a good comparison, but still.
No, but it's just the fact of we saw like the last video where like JS, you know, because you're talking about like, your opponent, that particular person conceded, where JS is like resilience, and we saw Mate in another video just like plowing ahead and just.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the comment that I make that the most important skill, not the best skill, the most important skill in chess is knowing when to concede.
Yeah.
The counter to that is, be a man. Don't ever concede. If you want to kill me, kill me. I'm not going to give you the free kill.
Yeah.
My king isn't being turned sideways.
Okay, so we got a troll. Can't really attack because if he does, he gets a 4/4 flyer.
That's true. The troll is a 3/3. That is correct.
So
yeah, Rukh Egg certainly provides interesting dynamics to games.
Well, I'm sure you put in the City in the Bottle from the sideboard into the main deck. You know.
But no, doesn't that, because the egg that's born isn't an Arabian Nights card, is it?
But you can't play the Rukh Egg anyways.
I'm saying, like, if you have the Rukh
I think
Egg,
it's considered. I think it's considered because it's from
Arabian
Night card itself. So we'll just look into.
How do I find the Rukh?
Let's see, Rukh Egg.
No, I want to find Rukh. Because there were no tokens back then, right?
Yeah.
So like.
So interesting. So Peter's got like a pretty decent board state now. He's got Triskelion. He's got Chaos Orbs. He's got removal. He's got a potential 4/4 flyer. So things are looking pretty good for him at the moment. People just deciding to attack.
I don't think tokens are from sets. I think the concept of tokens are just that they're like things that are just. You know what I mean? I don't think because like even I don't know.
Maybe there's the wording, destroyed versus buried.
Yeah, because like I mean, like they certainly printed. Like that's what I mean. Like it's the same way as the mountain, where like if I'm playing in Scourge and I use like a, or if I'm playing in Mirrodin and I'm using an Onslaught token, is the token from Onslaught or is it from? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is it like the Mountain, Arabian Nights Mountain, where that's an Arabian Nights card? So even if I'm just playing it in modern day Legacy, it still gets hit by City in a Bottle? Like,
maybe out of respect, it's just like, it came from the Arabian Nights card.
So let it
itself.
Be.
The token is from the Arabian Nights expansion, so...
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, our proxy sheet might have a picture of a Rukh Egg token.
So
I'm going really deep in this Rukh Egg here. I'm really curious.
As I'm watching this game here. So Peter's just absolutely crushing it. Just okay, destroying the. Interesting. I don't know why he just maybe didn't destroy the 4/4 flyer. The Rukh Egg itself.
He destroyed what instead?
The
Triskelion?
Triskelion, yeah.
So the non-flyer that turns into a 1/1 was deemed more valuable than the Rukh Egg token, basically?
Looks like he's holding a mana drain.
Yeah, and it looks like he brought in the Llanowar Elf. So, like, why? What is the mat? Is it because you saw land destruction, so you bring in the elf?
Yeah, he might have got, like, worried.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more Triskelion. Wait, he tap 6 for?
Triskelion, he just played it. It's right there. Okay, passing the turn.
I was like, did you just tap 6, go to combat, and then cast Triskelion? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. So,
two.
Disintegrating. Interesting. Peter not able to mana drain it because he is almost tapped out at this point. So,
but the Rukh Egg is a 4/4, right?
Yeah.
Is there mana that I'm missing? Because it looks like he tapped 3 lands.
I think on the screen, I think it's like a Mox.
Off.
I think there's like a couple of, yeah. Because you see it kind of cuts off a bit right after his factory, so.
Yeah.
Because I think he tapped it sideways, he pushed.
We should find a way to get like a moderator. Like if ever there's like a buy, the guy should be standing by the like go watch from the computer. If you can see through the camera that there's like dice are off the screen, hands are not visible, whatever that's fine. You can go and just correct a little bit. Have an on-site employee. Because the pay is so good for this job.
Yeah, we're making millions, folks.
Millions.
Just let me check my Swiss bank account.
Like and subscribe. Comment below.
Yeah, I'm buying my my 7th unlimited Mox Jet.
Yeah. I want to have 2 playsets of each unlimited power card. So like and subscribe.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're in a debate. I think it's about the troll. Probably just how many times can it regenerate, and the answer is infinitely.
Yeah.
Like you go to bolted, I press regenerate. You go to bolted again, I press regenerate in response.
Yeah, it just taps when it regenerates. So.
Yeah, I think the whole concept is like when you regenerate a card, it puts like a shield on it that says if this character would die, remove this shield. I think.
I couldn't tell you for sure. But regenerates because the disintegrate, it says if the target dies this turn is removed from the game entirely and cannot be regenerated.
Yeah, but it's not being disintegrated though.
I don't know.
It's in.
I'm just saying, like, because the card is displayed, so I'm just like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, Disintegrate gets around Regenerate.
So around the Chaos Orb, though, that's interesting.
Well, hold on. So if you have to just... When the guy says, I activate Chaos Orb, you have to assume he's targeting your troll and Regenerate proactively.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, you have to do it proactively because there's no target with Chaos Orbs, so you have to just assume he's gonna regenerate the troll. Like you can't wait for this to happen to then regenerate. You have to regenerate before the flip happens.
So now you stopped. Okay, so well, I mean, I guess you could kind of look at it as a 2-for-1, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like if you regenerate once, it doesn't keep it alive for the whole turn. That's why I think it's the concept to put that concept of the shield. It puts a shield on it that says, like, the shield breaks if you kill it. So it lost its shield, it can die now. It can die again. Yeah, it's susceptible to death once again. Sin bad. Sin good. I'm not a kid yet, so I can't make these jokes.
No dad jokes, please.
Yeah. I'm not eligible.
Must I refer you to the hand again?
Yeah.
And I think he's just really wanted to like filter his deck. Not having Sylvan though kind of hurts.
Yeah. Did you read any of the Arabian Nights stories?
No, I have not.
Because like Sinbad is one of the characters.
No. When I was younger, I was reading more like Anne Rice, Vampire Chronicles, and stuff like
Interview
that.
with a Vampire?
What's that?
Is that Interview with a Vampire?
Yes, Interview with a Vampire was the first of the series.
You watched the movie?
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Yeah, see? Discussing earlier there with the mana. The ruby is back into the screen, so...
Now. Yeah, that Triskelion just cleans up so nice. So now the Pendelhaven can come in and be useful if he draws it. All three characters are creatures. Sorry, the characters. It's too much Fortuna. All three creatures.
So it looks like you drew an Ice Storm? Am I crazy?
Well, is that related to whether or not he drew an Ice Storm?
Okay, no, it's...
So I'd be like, yeah, you're crazy, but he may have also drawn an Ice Storm. Okay. No Underworld Dreams this game to punish any kinds of drawing. And even in the last game, he got it after both Ancestrals, right? So.
Yeah, just unfortunately not able to get the win.
It just seems like Sinbad is doing more damage than good, though, because like, what is the filtering accomplishing if he's putting good cards in the graveyard?
Yeah, I'd probably wait until I get the Sylvan out, or like at least just attack with it. Granted, he does have a...
I mean, it's got the factory,
but like, he's got the Scavenger Folk now, so...
But even the Strip Mine could have taken care of it, and he attacks for 3 last turn, or 4 last turn, whatever 3. I think it was 3. I mean, that's a 3-turn clock. Now it's a 2-turn clock.
Because now Peter's like... It's a shame he doesn't have, like, Earthquake, because, like, Earthquake would just, like...
Yeah. Swing for 5 Earthquake for the win.
No. I'm saying, like, if PO had Earthquake...
Oh, if PO had Earthquake. Oh, yeah.
He could just literally, like, for one damage, clean the board and then swing it with his factory. Well, unless Peter then uses Strip Mine then, but...
Unless we're missing something from Peter's deck that says you can, like, is there a way to recur the... I mean, he's got Regrowth and Recall, but
I think
every
it's just
deck...
the Diamond Valley...
No,
for the Sinbad?
For, like, recurring things that go in the graveyard.
No, I don't see anything. No.
So
morning, what was the thing?
So Peo needs to tell us immediately why he let Peter go first this game, and Peter needs to explain to us exactly what Sinbad's doing for him outside of Sylvan Library, because just the inclusion of Sylvan doesn't necessarily justify Sinbad.
Yeah, I never did that. Like, anytime I played the deck with Sylvan, it was never, let me add Sinbad to... Like you said, there's like one really good deck for that kind of application, and it's like Reanimator. But...
I wonder how much more of this Peo is going to take before he just packs it in. And I wonder how much of that can be associated to him letting freaking Peter go first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But you see, just to say, those 2 draws that Peter took with Sinbad?
Yeah.
Which did absolutely nothing? Look how much life Peo has.
No.
So if Pale was playing Earthquake, you know, he'd actually still be alive with 1 life. So, you know, saying like those draws with Sinbad were not correct. But you know, here we are saying it's not correct, but he's gonna win anyway. So like, whatever. But like, you know, 1 turn earlier, which I think is relevant.
Yeah, I always try to find the quickest way possible to win.
So highlight of this game are mostly not highlights for me, but actually just questions like.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like the thinking of the.
There's 3 things I want to know, right? One I want to know is how did we end up playing a second land and no one caught it on the first game? Second thing, why did you let the Tutor go first? And third thing, the hell's the third? Yeah, why Sinbad? Like,
yeah, the Sinbad. What was the? But like I said earlier, I think the thinking of Sinbad was with the Sylvan Library, just really wanting to filter out his deck a little quicker, and being a restricted format, probably was trying to find ways.
See, but at that point, I think I would get rid of the Singleton Tranquility in the deck and put a Library of Lang.
Yeah. Or even if you had like a Library of Lang, would have made a little.
Yeah. It's good versus him, so that it has an application. It's a small one, but it exists. So him, you don't have to do it randomly, and you can put the card on top of your deck. And then Sinbad and Library of Lang play really well. They're not better than Sylvan, but like they still play really well together. There's just like Sylvan introduces quote unquote combo potential.
Yeah.
Lang introduces protection. Like you're just never discarding anything you don't want to discard.
Yeah. So, well, hopefully we'll talk to the players and hopefully it'll comment down below.
I mean, despite the questions, like I didn't even feel the time pass. So good games.
Yeah.
I'd say they're good games.
Yeah, excellent games, and we'll see you in the next monthly.
In the next monthly, yeah.